seguidas, muy buen trabajo.
Y lo toca, ya lo tocó, ya lo tocó. Aquí viene, va por su segunda victoria López. Esta segunda y esto termina.
¡Oh! Ocasiones seguidas, muy buen trabajo.
Y lo toca, ya lo tocó, ya lo tocó. Aquí viene, va por
Diego Lopes doesn't just knock doors, he kicks them down. He literally does. In the depths of Brazil's Amazon rainforest, where the sounds of the outdoors blend with strong emotions, a warrior was born with passion and the skills to back them coursing through his veins.
El mismo origen, separados por circunstancias distintas.
Diego Lopes, the wild Amazon warrior, grew up in a vibrant little town steeped in jungle life. In Manaus, where animals roamed and heroes were rough, Diego was taught at an early age that survival, not fighting, was the norm. Growing up with jaguars and caimans, he learned that every fight shaped his future.
Empezou como a dedicar pouco mais de tempo a mim também, pois ensinándome. Empecé minha primeira competência desde os 7 anos, por não deixar de competir.
Diego dove into combat at a young age, studying Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu prior to learning ABCs. He trained with an intensity well ahead of his years at the age of 7. In his hometown's crowded gyms, he learned with every punch and submission the value of humility and strength. Jiu-Jitsu was the stage for a precision-filled and focused future, leading his mixed martial arts career. Diego's early pro career was a blur as he tore through the regional circuit. With a staggering finishing percentage of 85%, he left an indelible mark on each opponent brave or foolhardy enough to enter the cage with him. The path to greatness is never smooth, and for Diego, the road was forged with countless battles both inside and outside the cage. He made his professional MMA debut on September 8, 2012, a turning point that marked his transformation from a promising local talent to an unstoppable force. By 2015, the buzz around Diego was impossible to ignore. His relentless pursuit of perfection saw him accumulating wins by way of brutal knockouts and textbook submissions that left audiences in awe. Each fight was a declaration, a stark demonstration that hesitation and second chances had no meaning inside the octagon. Whether he was taking apart challengers with vicious strikes or fascinating submission techniques that no one expected, Diego was a one-man wrecking crew. His fists and feet spoke a language of uncompromising aggression, while his submissions were as beautiful as they were deadly. Every win, every devastating finish was a testament to a fighter who lived and breathed the art of fighting.
And the experience of Solano. Wow, look at Lopes with a combination. Going quickly for the double leg takedown right here in front of us.
The pinnacle of his career came in 2017 when Diego stepped into a title fight in the major leagues. He faced Marco Beltran, who was a highly experienced UFC fighter with many big wins against well-known opponents. The tension in the air from the start was thick with excitement and intense energy. Diego battled like a war veteran, dictating the rhythm of the fight. He landed numerous low kicks and swift punches that made it difficult for Beltran to maintain balance on his feet. The fight was a grueling combination of skill and strength. Diego dominated with takedowns and quick punches that blended the art of submissions with the strategy of knockouts. In one relentless attack, he rendered his adversary defenseless and gained not just a win, but the gateway to a larger arena.
That was quick! Not what we were expecting!
That victory was a showcase of Diego's strength and technique and earned him a spot as one of the hardest hitters in the local fight league. However, with his success came the coronavirus pandemic, which prevented him from fighting for nearly 2 years. The layoff tested his resolve and forced him to adapt, to sharpen his skills in isolation, and to keep the flame of ambition alive even when the doors of the octagon were closed. Those silent months, marked by relentless training and isolation, were as grueling and life-changing as any fight he had ever faced.
On March 12, 2021, against Macio Folin, a dangerous finisher with a 15-7 record.
When Diego finally stepped back into the cage on March 12, 2021, it was like the calm before the storm. Facing Macio Folin, a striker as dangerous as his record, Diego re-entered the fray with ferocity and precision that obliterated any question of his lasting legacy. The fight played out like a carefully choreographed dance. Every round was a miniature war of conflict, danger, and redemption. During the third round, as momentum shifted like the ever-changing currents of the Amazon, Diego took advantage of the change to turn the position around and skillfully submitted with an armbar, so perfect it was meant to be remembered. The tap came quickly and without hesitation, a moving reminder that the warrior's spirit is not diminished, even when nature forces one to retreat momentarily.
He went home with all his limbs intact. Diego's success caught Dana White's attention, and the submission wizard, Lopes, did not protest but was rather humble in defeat, congratulating his opponent for the victory.
Diego Lopes's return to competition drew attention. His razor-sharp skills earned him a place on Dana White's Contender Series, the direct path to the UFC for top-level fighters. In this high-pressure environment, every move was analyzed, each strike and submission closely inspected. During the tough series battle, Diego showed champion humility in the face of bad fortune. His brief loss to a relentless veteran underscored that even the most talented athletes face setbacks and temporary hurdles on the relentless climb to greatness. Setbacks fueled his desire for redemption. Diego's comeback to promotions demonstrated unrelenting improvement and a desire for vindication. In a classic fight with Ken Glenn at Fury FC, he unleashed attacks that silenced his critics. Each strike was a lesson, each submission a testament to his evolution as a fighter, remaking himself through defeat and victory. The intensity was physical and emotional and fed an unstoppable passion for greatness that amazed crowds and opponents in equal measure. Each fight rewrote the script and built Diego's legend.
We got here, Diego Lopes, 27 years of age. I can't believe it. He's only 27. 35 for Rodriguez.
The excitement did not end there as Diego took on a challenge from Angel Rodriguez, a fight that was action-packed and showed amazing athleticism. During that fight, Diego showed how effectively he mixed offense and defense. His opponent attempted a low kick, but it was swiftly met with a powerful move that sent him crashing to the mat. This indicated that in the UFC, accuracy can be as deadly as brute force. The fight transformed into a tight combination of punches and grapples, with Diego drawing his opponent into a complex sequence of grappling maneuvers. With a flawlessly applied Darce choke and merciless set of strikes, he turned the fight into a lesson in tactical combat, one that left no question regarding his superior combat IQ.
Acho que se foi uma loucura, ainda mais porque é cara que é ranqueado, né? É o número 10 do ranking, então...
Before long, the UFC couldn't overlook how talented Diego Lopes was. In 2023, they called him with just 5 days' notice. It was a test of his adaptability and his resilience in the face of a tough adversary. He stepped in at the 11th hour for another fighter and got into the ring, ready to give it his all. His opponent was a rough wrestler who had never been beaten and was renowned for his strong grappling. The majority believed he would be too difficult to beat. But even in a fight where he had no hope of winning, Diego fought with the heart of a warrior whose story consisted of obstacles and triumphs. Even though he did not win that fight, his grit and determination won over fans and experts alike. With a sport like MMA, where 1 second can make or break you, he showed that he belonged at the highest level of MMA. Diego did not let failures discourage him and returned to the octagon with a vengeance and fresh resolve. In his later fights, not only did he win, but he did so in style. Against Gavin Tucker, a BJJ black belt, Diego took control of the fight with accuracy and gave his opponent no opening for a counterattack. Each kick and punch was well-timed by a seasoned combatant. Taking home his first performance of the night bonus was not only a milestone, but a signal that his journey is far from finished. For Diego, each victory was nearer to the UFC title he had dreamed about since his first day in the cage.
And third, Sadiq checked that one though and landed.
Furious start to a Diego Lopes fight. We'll see if Yusuf has recovered.
Yusuf's in big trouble here.
As the season went on, Diego continued to make his mark, every fight adding a burning page to his story of grit and resilience. A high-risk battle against Sadiq Yusuf cemented his reputation as a serious challenger. His win, achieved in under 90 seconds, was not just a victory in the books, but a statement of force. There followed a decree that this Amazonian warrior was not merely satisfied to climb the divisional hierarchy. He was bound for the pinnacle of the division. Each opponent who entered the cage with him promptly discovered that Diego's unique mix of speed, precision, and raw power was unbeatable, a potent elixir of skill capable of annihilating even the most formidable legacies. Now, with his eyes on the ultimate prize, the title fight with the imposing champion Ilia, Diego stands at the verge of his fate. Each fight has been a mix of careful maneuvering and aggressive devotion, showing us his decades of hard work and reminding us that greatness is not simply awarded, but is earned through the toughest tests of life. In the coming weeks, as the UFC prepares for his upcoming fight against a tough opponent, Diego's path from the rainforests of the Amazon to the bright lights of the UFC octagon shows what it takes to be a champion. To Diego Lopes, each bead of sweat, scar, and victory has a tale from the rainforest, a testament of adversity turned revolution. With the championship in sight and each blow resounding throughout the annals of MMA history, his ascent is a tribute to unbridled talent honed into a sports legend. Do you think Diego Lopes will achieve his childhood dreams? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more captivating legacies.